and have something emotional to say, witty, intelligent, funny, or my personal favorite, embarrassing. I promised Amy I would keep the embarrassing part to a minimum. I must say that has been the most challenging part about preparing this speech. But I will keep my promise, otherwise Runaway Groom will be halfway up. Sometimes I look back on Amy as a child growing up and I laugh at so many hilarious moments we've shared, or I cry at how much she tortured me. When we were kids, Amy and I had nicknames for each other, Chunky and Zach. Don't ask us why or how we came up with these nicknames. We really can't even remember ourselves. I call her Chunky. She was by no means an overweight child, although she did have a chocolate problem as a kid. Forget having chocolate in the house. She'd go through every drawer, find it, poof, it was gone. Amy was quite the handful. A rather adventurous child she was. One Sunday morning, we were in our parents' station wagon waiting to go to church. Heather and Lori were in the back seat. Amy and I were in the front. My dad left the car running and went inside to get a banana. Right? Amy pointed to the reverse stick. I'm gonna pull it, Sarah. No, Amy, I said. And with a devilish grin, she yanked it down in reverse. Flying down the driveway we went. I am screaming in terror, and Amy is laughing hysterically. The car flew over the stone wall and into the woods. Maybe adventurous is not the word I'm looking for here. Flash forward to our teenage years. High school starts. Boys start calling the house. Boys start hanging around the house. If anyone knows my family, you know that the Hannon girls are very, very, very protective of their sisters. My protective tactics growing up were a little extreme, but I did it with all the love I had for my younger sister. After all, this was payback time. A boy is coming over the house. What better opportunity to torture her in return? There was one boy she was friends with who I didn't particularly care for, and it was my mission to scare him off. I thought, how can I scare him off so much that he won't want to come over anymore? Well, I'm good at being gross and disgusting, I thought to myself. So one day when he came over to watch TV with Amy, I searched for everything nasty I could find in the fridge. Moldy jelly, mustard, ketchup, Cheese Whiz. I stuffed my sock with tissues, making it resemble a swollen, infected foot. And I slathered on my homemade rotten foot concoction. This was a real work of art. Hobbling into the living room, I moaned, oh, my foot, my gout, my gout. I sat in between them on the couch, rubbing my fake, oozing, painful sores, and with a traumatized sigh of relief, I removed my bloody sock and threw it out. I don't think Amy has ever been as angry with me as she was then, but I think she's forgiven me. So enough of the embarrassing stories. If I could sit here and list all the wonderful things about my sister, we would be here for a long time. Amy is an incredibly loyal and devoted friend, and this is by far one of her best traits. Anytime her sister is suffering a terrible heartbreak from an ex, she is so quick to stand up to protect her sisters and unravel her wrath. Sean and Polly, watch out. The mama bear in her is strong and unbelievably loving. A common bond we all share as Hannon sisters. She is an incredible role model to her younger siblings, and that is something I truly admire about her. Scotty, I don't have one complaint about you. Besides your bizarre, strange hatred for fruit. With my overprotective and unrealistic high expectations, I never ever thought my sister would find a man that I would approve of. You've gone above and beyond to exceed them, Scotty. You could not be a more perfect fit for my baby sister. You are true blue. You have a one-of-a-kind woman to share your life with. You make her so, so happy. And if I hear otherwise, well, I hope you have a good hiding place for those expensive golf clubs. I love you both